Autoglans Brut contactless wash, bold claims in the bottle, so let's put it to the test. So what is Autoglans Brut? It's a concentrated pre-wash product with dilution ratios ranging from 1 to 10 to 1 to 400. Heavy degreasing you're looking at 1 to 10 to 1 to 200, LSP safe cleaning 1 to 50 to 1 to 400, wheel cleaning 1 to 10 to 1 to 100. Based on a 1 litre trigger spray bottle, below is how much product you would need for the above dilutions. I won't read them out, but pause it here and have a read at them. So as with the previous review that I've done on the Primo, I've been using this product for the last couple of months now in a variety of different ways on a variety of different vehicles and feel like I'm in a good place to give a bit of a review on it. To kick this off, the first test that I'm going to do for this product should be a fairly straightforward one. Using the LSP safe dilution of 1 to 50 on a ceramic coated car with the only twist of using a garden hose to rinse the product off. And this was a test that the Brut passed with flying colours. 1 to 50, sprayed all over the car, allowed to dwell for between 3 and 5 minutes, and then rinsed off with a little bit of pressure from a garden hose, and the car came up very, very clean. I then thought, let's go from one extreme to the other. And what I'm going here is a car that on the face of it doesn't look very dirty. But I can guarantee you that the colour of this car hides just how dirty it is. If you watched the previous video on the Autoglans Primo wheel cleaner, you would know that the BMW X3 hasn't been washed in around about 3 months. The last time it was washed was when I actually done the Garage Therapy version 2 snow foam video. So quite a long time. We've had quite a tough winter with a lot of salts on the roads, a lot of bad weather. So this car has got a lot of grime that needs removing. For this particular test, I did decide to do a bit of a swipe just so that we could see the before on how dirty it is. As we can see, quite dirty on either side of the area that I sprayed with the Brut cleaner. Very dirty indeed, although it doesn't look dirty. And then, has the 1 to 50 LSP safe had any impact on that dirt? A little bit, but not really that much. Let's just double check. Yeah, still quite a lot of dirt there. So let's go round to the other side of the car, where we're going to use the 1 to 10 dilution, and see if we get on any better, using the exact same process, thoroughly covering half of the door and a lot of the product, are as much as I can get out of an IK trigger sprayer, allowing to dwell for between 3 and 5 minutes, rinsing off, and then we'll do the same swipe test. Again, coming in for that swipe test, I'll do the dirtiest part of the door first, and we'll go and have a quick look at it. We can see how dirty it is. Same again, back half of the door, it is going to be just as dirty. And then we'll come in and we'll do the section that was treated with the Brut and see if it's made much impact. And the 1 to 10, it has done some work, but there's still a fair bit of dirt left. Going round the rest of the car, it dealt with things like lichen and bird poop pretty easily, and this was at the 1 to 10 dilution. The next test that I'm going to carry out is on my own car, which at this point hadn't been washed in around about a month and a half to 2 months, mainly due to the shocking weather that we had up in Scotland. As we can see, the car is very dirty. So what I've decided to do is I've rinsed the back door only. I've left the front door as it is. I've got the LSP safe 1 to 50 in the container here, or in the pump sprayer, and I'm spraying the back half of the front door and the front half of the back door. and I just want to see how the product gets on if I've already pre-rinsed and if I've not pre-rinsed. I'm well aware that the front of the car is much dirtier, so it's hard to get an accurate representation. However, we can see that there's a clear improvement over the area that's been treated with the Brute at 1 to 50 and the area that hasn't been treated. There is still a little bit of dirt layer to contend with, but I can live with that. Cracking on with that, I decided that the next test was going to be applying the Brute to the rest of the car, and then what I've got is I've got the Autoglanz blue snow foam, and the purpose of this test is to tell if the Brute does better with a longer dwell time. So I'm going to apply it, allow it to dwell for 3 to 5 minutes, and then we're going to get the snow foam on over the top of it to give it that extended dwell time, which should take it up to around about between 10 and 15 minutes worth of dwell. Then we can rinse it off and see how much dirt has been removed. And for anybody wondering about the 1 to 50 LSP safe dilution, if you just keep an eye on the top of the wing there, we can see the water behaviour starting to come back from the previous protection, and then looking as we rinse off of the bonnet, we can see that the protection remains unharmed from this 1 to 50 dilution rate. And seeing that protection start to come back to life gives a clear indication that the product's doing a good job at clearing the dirt away. This next test that I'm going to do is actually one that I stumbled across on their website. It doesn't state on the bottle, but it does state on the website that this product can be used through a snow foam lance. So as we can see, we're 2 weeks further down the line, the car's nice and dirty again, so I've got a 1 to 10 dilution ratio in the snow foam lance. I'm going to spray it on and just let it dwell away for around about 5 minutes or so. We can see it's not the thickest foam that comes out of this, even through the MJJC foam cannon. And then we can have a little rinse off, and in this instance I do have some makeup wipes to do a swipe test, so we'll see how much dirt it's removed from using it at a 1 to 10 dilution through the snow foam lance.
Told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away.
Now that the product's all rinsed off, we can do a swipe test. Obviously I don't have any befores in this instance, so it's only going to be an after, but that should be enough, shouldn't it? Let's see if the pad comes up clean or dirty. Still a fair bit of dirt there, I would say. So I would maybe avoid using it through the snow foam lance in the future, and just either go with the IK trigger sprayer or a pump sprayer, whatever your weapon of choice may be. Another week of absolutely crap weather gives us another opportunity to do a different test, and this test is going to be pouring solution straight onto the paint, giving it 5 minutes worth of dwell time and then rinsing it off. So what I've got here already applied to the kind of middle of the car is a 1 to 50 solution, then in the middle there a 1 to 20 solution, and then right at the front of the dirtiest part a 1 to 10 solution. Then in the back half of the door where the car starts to get less dirty, I've got a 1 to 100, then a 1 to 200, and then finally I'm going to do a 1 to 400 solution and see if it removes any dirt from this car. The beauty of this test is that as we're rinsing the water off, we should be able to visibly see what kind of impact all the different solutions here have had on the dirt levels that we've got. So I'll speed this footage up, get through the rinse off, and then we can have a quick look at how the solutions have performed. And it's very clear to see where each of the solutions have been until you get to the back half of the doors. Just to make it even more visible, I've got my SGCB dryer out. I'm going to completely dry the paint, or the dirt, whatever you want to call it, and we can have a proper look and see how well each of the solutions have performed. And just panning through each of the different areas, we can see how well each of those cleaned. As expected, the best cleaning coming from the 1 to 10 solution, ranging down to the 1 to 400, which was essentially half a mil of product and 200 ml of water, and it really didn't do very much at all, did it? The other solutions looked to have performed quite well. So just to sum up my thoughts on this product so far, do I think it's a good pre-wash product? Yes, I do think it's a good pre-wash product. It offers great value for money, especially at that 1 to 50 dilution rate. Would I use this over a citrus pre-wash? I'm not quite sure yet. I've still got a little bit more testing to do. However, what I don't think this product can do is perform as a contactless wash. It's good, but it's not a miracle worker. All that's left for me to say now is I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.
Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake